Yeah, good morning, Pastor Dave. Yeah, what's up, Flamin' Sports Media? Yeah, I'm just taking over for Saleen while he is taking a break from YouTube. Although he is still making watch videos, but he's just not doing live streams. So I guess he's taking a break from the college football community. So what's on the agenda for today? I don't know. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. It's the show that's about nothing in particular. Whatever y'all want to do and talk about sports, politics, religion. I mean, whatever y'all want to talk about. Yeah, what's up, Brock? No, I'm not on Tiger droppings. No, it's supposed to be like an LSU new like an LSU athletics news. So talk about the jackets here to shock the world. Okay. Yeah, we can talk about that. I don't know what kind of shocking y'all think y'all are gonna do. I mean, I think that y'all could make a bowl game. Would that shock the world? No, not necessarily. I mean, that would only be, one game better than y'all were last year. So, and I mean, Brent Key does have a 500 record as a head coach. So, I mean, 6-6, yeah. I think y'all probably make a bowl. Yeah, but no playoffs. No, he's 0-0. No, he's not. He's 4-4. He's 4-4 as the head coach at Georgia Tech. Saleen's gonna be mad. I don't know. He might be. Yeah, here looking nice. Yeah, thanks, Flamin'. Let's see what's up, Rack Dog. Yeah, what up, Rooster? Can I open a watch? No, I don't think so. I mean, I do have one of Saleen's watches that I can show y'all. Yeah, what's up, Zona? Yeah, what's up, Rec Talk? Can you take over the
Are you
stream?
doubting my jackets, Vic? Hold on.
Yeah, can you take over the stream while I go to the restroom?
Take over the stream? Doubting my jackets, Vic. Take the stream while I go to Yes, sir. Hold on, I gotta get my. What's going on, everyone? Let me pull the stream up so I can see the chat while Vic goes to the restroom. Flaming sports, that's easy. All modern movies are dog poop. I actually got a haircut myself. Heard Vic talking about it. I think I look pretty dapper. What's going on, Twisted Rooster? How are you, sir? Twisted Rooster has an excellent channel. Slim, what's going on, man? I feel like it's been forever since I talked to you. Like a whole 12 hours, maybe. So I guess this is a show about nothing, huh? Do you go to Great Clips like I did? I actually just got back from Great Clips. I almost called it Great Clips. I mean, what do you think, BA? Like you're the your opinion would be valid here. Like I kind of like this overhang coming across with the comb over. I think it makes me look erudite and scholarly. I just need to shave. Someone who watches my videos actually was like, you need to get a haircut and you need to shave. Which is interesting because my analytics say that 100% of my viewers are men. So I don't know what to think about that. It's not a shame, BA. Like it's like I'm thrifty. Like I can't pass up a deal. $20 for a haircut. And like I didn't have to talk to him. Like I made that clear up front. Like I don't want to have an interaction. Rack Dog says, "What's up, Tech Man?" Yeah, you Georgia guys have been nice to me lately. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. $18 and I get shampoo. That's what's up. Matt Dumet says he gets free. How do you get free haircuts? Are you in the military? You don't get much choice though there. They just kind of buzz it off. I've tried buzzing my hair, but my head's lumpy. It looks like the surface of the moon. They're just kind of like craters in it. That's not a good look. So maybe that's an error of YouTube. Yeah, it says 100% of my viewers are male, but it seems like anyone with a college football channel, it says that. So I don't know. Man, Vic must be taking care of business in there. Oh, you do it yourself. Can people tell that you do it yourself? Like in The Big Short, that's a nice haircut. Do you do it yourself? Also, talking about movies, if you haven't seen The Big Short, that's a really good movie about the financial crisis of 08. And maybe how we're heading into another one with the failure of Credit Suisse and two banks in California. In Silicon Valley Bank, and then there was another second biggest banking collapse in U.S. history. Rec Talk, can we do a show about a coach that wears a female visor? Just watch Georgia football. You'll see one. Zona Tucson says Big Short is a great film. Yes, it is. It's got Margot Robbie, who is chef's kiss. What do we want to talk about, guys, while an idiot like me is on stream? I just came in here to talk to Vic, and then he was like, hey, take over. What type of engineer are you? Electrical. You want to get into that? You know how we call the square root of -1 I, because it's in the math. You can't square two negative numbers and get a positive number. Electricity is defined in terms of I, and industrial complexes are actually built on that imaginary portion of the sine wave. I still don't really understand it though. It's not real. It's not real. But yeah, I'm electrical. I don't do a ton these days. I'll tell you what. So, oh crap, Rec Talk, don't watch Black Adam. When was the last time I even went to the theaters? I don't watch TV. Like, that's kind of where YouTube has ruined me, I guess. Like, I'll tell you one thing, I'll never buy cable. Your brother-in-law graduated from tech. Okay. Well, good on him. What program was he in? Was he electric? Was he in the ECE side? Was he computer engineering, electrical? What's wrong with Black Adam? I don't know the last time I saw a movie though. I usually just watch YouTube because it's free. During football season, I subscribe to Hulu Live. That way I can cancel it without having to talk to 15 different people at AT&T that all ask me my address consecutively. It's probably chemical engineering then, which that's rough. I hated chemistry because they were just like, memorize all the salt solubility tables. Just memorize this and don't worry about where it comes from. Chemical engineering is rough though. The electrician is told he will die from electricity. I mean, you can. You can work on a hot. Well, I'll tell you this: like in the power industry, like they have to work on those lines when they're hot, otherwise everyone's power is going to go out. So they have this stick. I think it's called a dragon's tail that they hold on the line, and it brings their voltage to the same voltage as the line. And if there's no potential difference, which is what voltage is, there's no current flow, and you can work on it. But I wouldn't want to test that. So what is your favorite movie in the chat? So what's the OG? And if you say Rudy, you're getting insta banned. Rudy's a horrible movie. That's not even true. Scarface, cockroaches. Scarface is a good movie. And I think Al Pacino is legit psychotic. Like, I don't even think he's acting in his roles. I think that's just how he is. Oh, Tombstone. I can't show it because it's in the other room. I have the movie poster. Man, Tombstone's probably in my top 5. I'm your Huckleberry. Say when. Say when. Young Guns, Brad Pitt. I don't think I've seen Young Guns. Definitely seen Tombstone, though. I mean, was Val Kilmer like the best actor of his time? Like, he wasn't in a lot of stuff, but he killed. Doc Holliday, by the way, was born in Griffin, Georgia, if you didn't know. So here's a hot take. I don't get Pulp Fiction. I don't get it. And I don't get a lot of Tarantino movies that it's like you're chasing this MacGuffin and you don't know what it is. Like, what's up with the briefcase, man? Like, what? Like, someone explain to me what Pulp Fiction is even about. Like, what is the plot in like 2 sentences? What's the problem? How do they solve it? And maybe it was that I didn't see it until everyone had built it up, and I was just like, what is this? Like, who's the guy that was in Die Hard? And in The Sixth Sense, he ends up with like a red ball in his mouth, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm watching. How did we get to this point? How does this have to do with the briefcase? Bruce Willis, yeah. Hope the best for him. Evidently, he's having some health issues that has taken him out of acting. I think it's some kind of neurological issue. But yeah, I mean, Bruce Willis ends up in this precarious situation that I can't describe on a stream or get. I guess it's not my stream. I could get Vic's stream banned, but I didn't really know why that was necessary. Twisted Rooster, you're computer illiterate? I doubt that. You're on here right now. You're on here right now. BA says they're middle. There's Slim Shady. What's going on, man?
Here's another one that falls into that category with Pulp Fiction is Donnie Darko.
Is it another movie that like you can't describe the plot to without invoking
I don't
philosophy?
Think the director. I don't think the director of that movie knows what the fuck it's about.
Oh, I'll tell you, the worst one I ever saw was Memento. Did you ever see Memento?
No.
The movie ended and I was still waiting for it to start. Anyways, Vic, I just babbled while you were gone.
Yeah,
about a whole lot of
here's a hot take
I
for
heard
you
you.
since you dropped one. Except for the Doc Holliday character, Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner is 10 times better than Tombstone.
Oh my God, dude.
That movie is so much better than Tombstone.
Yeah, I mean, if you set aside Val Kilmer.
Paxton, yeah.
You didn't like Twister? Bill Paxton's a man. No, Apollo 13.
I like Bill Paxton. I don't like Bill Paxton in that role.
Yeah, he kind of dies soon, so you don't have to see him a lot in Tombstone.
Did I go to Great Clips as well? Yeah, I did, but I got my hair cut like 2 weeks ago. So.
Oh, I got my hair cut at Great Clips today, Vic.
Uh-oh.
And BA was not pleased with it. I didn't get a shampoo though.
Yeah, what's up, Matt? Yeah.
You know you're going to somebody that knows what they're doing if they use a straight blade razor to line up the back of your neck.
You have to have a barber's license for that.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. They don't do that at Great Clips. But it says
I do
that
like that.
BA salon. Yeah, it's $18 and it includes a shampoo. So.
It might be worth it. It'll be like $300 for me because I'd have to drive out there, but I would. I need to get the haircut that says I'm the man, and people just kind of kiss the ring when I walk by.
Yeah, there you go. Flamin's got it. He says it's about 2% of his viewers are females. I thought it was because I got no bitches. Well, I think that's part of it. Posted with every college football channel says that. Yeah.
Well, that's just YouTube in general, even coming from people that don't necessarily like if you like Jordan Peterson is somebody that looked in the analytics of it. YouTube just skews very male in general.
Be careful bringing up Jordan Peterson. You're gonna get in trouble, Slim.
Jordan Peterson is an amazing individual. He's just hard to listen to. He really is. Because
he can be word salad from time to time where it's like, just simply state the idea. You don't have to use these convoluted words.
Not even that. He just goes in this very monotone, almost droning on kind of voice. And it's not always the easiest to sit there and listen to.
Oh, look, Sven is here. What's up, Sven? Give you the...
We need more cowbell.
Cowbell's awesome. But yes, my general consensus on somebody cutting my hair is if they don't use a straight blade, I'm never going back to them.
Will they shave your face too if you ask them?
Yeah, I get my neck and my cheeks lined up. And
mine doesn't connect. It just patches everywhere like a child.
Mine does too.
Well, is there any solve for that, BA? Can I put Rogaine on my face and have a full beard?
Let it grow.
Can they transplant it from my pubes and put it on my face?
Oh my God.
They say too, if you shave every day, that'll help.
Vic, you never tried that?
What? No, I know. I've never tried that.
Okay, and me either, man. That's totally weird.
Tried that.
It's totally. I never did that.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Every once in a while, my wife learned how to use a straight blade razor. She'll shave my face sometimes.
I would never trust a woman I was in a relationship with a razor near me.
Sounds like you don't need to be in a relationship with that woman if you don't trust her to that extent.
That's right. Well,
I'm not in a relationship.
The hair expert is here, so.
Good morning.
Oh boy.
Straight blade razor,
morning,
ma'am.
BA.
Well, I was going to say that you actually don't need a a barber license to use a straight razor anymore. You used to have one in Georgia, but you don't have to have one anymore.
Okay. Well, that's what I was told, I guess, before it changed.
Yeah.
So I can ask the Great Clips lady to get the straight razor?
I honestly, I don't think Great Clips allows using straight razor. They don't even have shampoo bowls at Great Clips.
No, they
I didn't
don't.
see one when I was there. That's why I was wondering
Yeah.
why they asked me.
I mean, that's strictly what they do. They just do haircuts. That's it. I mean, they don't do anything else. So
But what do you think, BA? Like, I didn't think they did a horrible job.
you know, I mean, Lou used to go to Great Cliffs before I met him, and then he came to the real place and realized how much better it was.
I guess that's how you can tell a single guy.
Fade, homie.
Oh, could you give me a fade, BA? Like a flat top with a fade in the knots?
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm not talking like a high and tight military style. I'm talking about, you still keep some going down, but you fade it up. Can't beat it.
Yeah.
On second note about Rogaine on your face, I would not recommend using Rogaine on your face. And also, you could possibly try and see about getting hair transplanted from your head to your cheek. I'm not sure it would work out too well, and it might be painful.
But I'd be looking like a mountain man.
Yeah, but is that thousands of dollars you're going to spend for a hair transplant?
I've blown thousands of dollars on much stupider things, Slim.
Oh, I probably got, believe me, I know. I've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 grand worth of tattoos. So believe me, I know.
I only have one, and it's a cross, and then that no longer became important to me, so now I feel dumb.
Time to get a second one then.
I wanted to get it covered up.
Now you got to get
on my back. Oh, and I did it at Panama City Beach. How redneck and trashy was that? It was like way too expensive. And they didn't tell me until after I got it, like, you can't get sun on this, you can't get chlorine on this, you can't get salt water on this. I didn't listen.
Yeah, so now it's like a faded. It's like a faded. It looks like a faded, like two pieces of sticks like crossed together.
Yeah, it looks like my daughter just drew with marker on my back now.
Right. So you didn't give it time to let it cure.
I was 18, Vic. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm barely thinking straight.
Oh yeah, I remember those days.
So apparently you can't. So apparently you can't go in the pool when you just got that too. So.
For like 2 weeks.
You're lucky it didn't get infected. I've seen
videos
of like some infected tattoos. That shit gets
nasty.
I was fairly inebriated for about a month, so
I got one on a vacation at the beach, but we literally did it our very last night there.
Well, that's because you were thinking straight.
There you go.
No, I really wasn't. That was by somebody. I hadn't even planned on getting a tattoo, but somebody brought up the idea, and I was like, well, this seems like a good idea at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd want to cover it up with because you're kind of limited because it's black.
No.
Well, if it's faded, I mean, I'm sure they can come up with something. But you drop a ton of money on trying to get it covered as well too.
Yeah.
Maybe I could get Brent Key on there.
Maybe about as much as you would spend on any other tattoo. One of my tattoos is a cover up, and you can't even tell.
Well, maybe just put a skin graft over it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, Slim, do you?
That skull with the dagger on my left arm with the cowboy hat on it. That's a cover up.
Oh wow! Now, do you go to? You have like the same tattoo artist that you go to every time?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I have one that I go to every time too.
Yeah, I found one I liked, and I've just stuck with him because he does all different kinds of styles, which I like. I was just a fan of tattoos in general, not even a particular style.
The only way to get rid of it is to scrape it off, right?
Now they have lasers.
Yeah,
the reason
you can get it lasered off.
Is because the molecules are bigger than what your blood can break down. I think it's gallium something, and the laser can break them up.
Well, your blood breaks it down over time, but what the laser does is break it up so your blood can filter it out even faster.
Never disagree with me.
That costs just as much as a tattoo does. Believe me, I looked into it.
Oh, you got
laser removal. It's more painful too, from what I've heard. I don't know. I've never gotten one lasered off, but because they're basically just like burning your skin. I think isn't that basically what they're doing?
There you go.
Vic, when are you getting a tattoo?
I don't know.
You're not going to get like back to back on your back or something?
Yeah, back to back on my back.
He needs to get a tramp stamp.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
I'll do it
Lord.
with you, Vic. I'll do it with you. Did we just become best friends?
Tribal and tramp stamps are making a comeback.
Oh my gosh! I don't know
Almost
why.
did that.
I don't
Almost
know
got
why.
the Goldberg. Yeah, tribal looks horrible.
I don't know, man. Me and him got
Terrible idea.
conversation when I was in there last Friday, because that's what he was covering up was something tribal I got done literally the night I turned 18. And
Vic, it's 3:30. Why are you
yeah,
yawning?
he's like,
Yeah, I've got a small tribal sun on my back, on like my shoulder, but I mean, I don't think it's cover up worthy. So.
that's
Oh,
why
I know what
got
I'll
covered up as
do.
a tribal son.
Oh yeah. Mine's about the
Yeah.
size of like a $50, so it's not terribly huge.
That's what she
Mine
said.
was bigger than that, but I mean,
Yep, that's what she said.
ooh, oh, you did.
I mean, not to me, but she has said it. I've heard.
I'm just gonna
Had to
sit here
correct
and be
myself.
quiet now.
I'm sorry,
Put
man. I'm
my
not
mouth
mature
up.
enough. I'm not mature enough for these types of conversations.
There you go.
Well, that's fine. Neither am I. I still require adult supervision.
Me too. Is this okay? Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think Vic should get a tattoo, though. I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
Yeah, we should reserve that for next Slob Olympics. Him getting a tattoo.
Lord.
If Nate beats you again, you have to get a tattoo. That's how it goes. Are you okay with that, Vic?
No.
Where would you get it if we made you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I warn you now, Vic. Once you start getting them, they can get addictive.
Yes, it's like yes, facts, Slim. They are addicting, very addicting. I'm itching to get another one here for my birthday coming up. So
What are you
Yeah, I'm
getting?
taking about 4 months off.
4 months? That's a quarter. You get 4 a
Yeah.
year?
No, I mean there was one that took more than
Or 3 a year
for
if
me
it's
to
4
get
months.
done. But no, I'm just taking a break. Which my wife was supposed to get one last year, but she turned up pregnant.
Yeah.
Which I blame her.
She
for
turned
completely.
up.
So
Like you don't know how
I
it
guess
happened?
maybe we should blame you for it, but
Yeah, you act like you didn't have something to do with that.
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put a lot of thought into what I'm gonna get, because the shit's permanent and it's gonna be on your body forever.
It's true.
I am blameless in it. This is a democracy. I voted
Blameless.
Well, that's a
no and
problem.
somehow still lost the election.
Blameless.
Wait, what about the election?
Boy was
I voted no in that election for a second child, and I lost it.
mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like there's more to this story.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
Yeah, there you go, Vic. You should get a Georgia tattoo.
Yeah, I got a Miami tattoo.
gross.
I got a
I'm gonna
badass
get-
Miami tattoo.
Hey, my cover up's gonna be a portrait of Brent Key's face, I think. You're right here.
Oh boy.
And he'll always be with me. Like I do think about him a lot, so it
Okay,
makes sense.
that is literally as stupid as the Tennessee fan that got a Jeremy Pruitt tattoo. Or not Jeremy Pruitt, but
Well,
what's his
I'll
name?
surprise you with my stupidity.
Oh God, what's that Bobby Hill lookalike's name that's head coach Tennessee now?
Oh, Heupel.
Yeah, Josh Heupel. That
He doesn't
picture.
like Bobby Hill.
No, I said he's a Bobby Hill lookalike.
Bobby. That's a great show, though.
Rod
It is
says
great
I need to get a tat that says "Thug Nasty Nasty Thug."
Because Vic don't give a fuck.
I like that reference to barbershop. That's pretty good.
Barbershop.
Very appropriate.
Yes.
See, Raj is a lot smarter than what people give him credit for.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, I've made this suggestion to Lou once before, and he didn't receive it very well. But as the plow continues to go, I've told him he can get just like a tattoo that looks like hair on top of his head.
Plow continues to go.
I mean, if women, well, I'm sure there are some men that probably do it, can get their eyebrows tattooed on. Yeah, I guess that would not be out of the realm of possibility.
That could
I mean,
solve
is there
my
a
facial
difference
hair.
Is there
Yeah,
much
you-
of a difference between getting them tattooed and those women that draw their eyebrows on every morning?
Hey, I've got my eyebrows tattooed on. Well, they technically, quote unquote, they call it microblading, but literally that's what it is. It's just they're tattooed on.
Oh my Jesus!
Microblading.
Yeah,
What?
microblading.
That sounds awfully painful.
It's
what?
I mean, I thought it was going to be too, but it's basically just like getting a tattoo. Here, look, I'll show y'all. I'm off cam right now, but yeah, if you can't tell, my eyebrows are tattooed.
Oh, I've seen it
okay.
done. It looks.
Well, it looks
painful.
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lady at my salon. Yeah, she does. So
You broke
Yeah.
up.
best $300 I ever spent.
$300. Wow.
Yes,
Did they do it
$300.
for men? Like, could I do mine?
Microblade.
I'm sure men have gotten it done. Yeah.
All right. Just asking for a friend.
Microblade.
Dude, I was weirded out. Like when last time I went and got a haircut, she trimmed my eyebrows, and that shit weirded me out because I don't even think about my eyebrows.
I don't either.
Yeah,
Were
I
they
mean,
bushy
I've
looking?
done. I've trimmed ear hairs. I've trimmed.
Ear hairs.
Eyebrow hairs. I've
Ear hairs.
ear hairs, eyebrow hairs.
Mhm.
I haven't done nose hairs, but
Yeah,
I mean,
nose
it wouldn't
There
be.
are people out.
Nose hair. Okay, no, not nose hairs.
Well,
Yeah.
I've got a nose hair trimmer. I got my Manscaped.
There are people in this world, Vic, that have like an
Right.
enchanted meadow coming out of their ears.
Oh yeah.
No, was it you, Rec Talk, that I think, were you on, was it on TK stream or I can't even remember, but asking about if you could get ear hair waxed? Yeah, you actually can get ear hair. You can get nose hairs waxed. You can get ear hair waxed.
It wasn't me, but that is good to know.
What about
Yeah.
Who would hate
I just,
themselves
like,
that much?
No, dude, like get Manscaped and get the weed whacker, man. I'm telling
Yeah, there
you.
you go.
It has everything you need.
Well, I'm talking about getting it waxed. Who would hate themselves that much to get their ear hair or nose hair waxed?
Okay.
Well, I have some waxing that needs to be done.
Right. What
it's-
about getting their taint hair waxed?
That's where I was going, Vic. I'm glad you took it there. Slim, would you do that with me?
No.
I mean, that'd be on the lines of like a Brazilian wax for a woman. So I don't think it's, I don't think it's impossible.
I just want it smoothed out.
Yeah.
That's what a razor's for, sir.
Yeah, but then it
Guess what the
tickles. It's
manscaper
prickly.
tickles.
It does.
How would you know?
Well, I mean, I can give you a play-by-play, but
Because you've manscaped before. So.
yeah, the lawnmower.
The lawnmower.
Trim the bushes and the trees look bigger.
There you go.
Okay,
There you go.
I get that. But once again, I don't have that problem, and I use a razor.
Okay. I'm just like, you know,
Yikes.
Maybe
it's my
you're doing
sponsorship
something
deal. I don't, well, man, I don't know. It's hard to see, you know, when you do it yourself.
Manscaped.
Anyways,
That's
enough
fine.
of this
You know,
That's a
Dateline
good one. Yeah,
episode.
Edward needs an ear hair appointment.
Here's what you do in that case, Rec Talk. I steal my wife's little mirror that she tweezes her eyebrows with, and that's what I use, so I can see those hard to reach places.
Does she know that's what you use her cosmetic mirror for?
Oh hell, I've had her hold it.
Oh, okay.
Is
Next
it one of
subject.
those ones that like it's like a magnifying mirror? So like on one
Yes.
side is a magnifying mirror. Yeah, those are
that's
good.
mine,
Those are
And
good to use.
And it's
Just
even
one
got
of
built-in
those.
LED lights too.
There you go. There you go. LED lighting. That's great lighting to use.
Do you know what LED stands for?
Light emitting diode.
Diode.
Nice.
I'm the smartest Miami fan you know, sir.
Yep.
BA.
Probably.
I came on here to ask one question. What's going on, everybody? BA.
Yes.
How much money would it take for us to raise to get Lou to do a video of him getting a fucking male Brazilian wax?
Because there is a price. We can all agree on that.
I mean, that would be something you would have to find out from Lou.
Well, if you had to guess.
Maybe we'll ask him on the morning.
We need a number. The people need a number.
Ask him on the morning show tomorrow, Vic, how much it would cost to get me to Brazilian wax it. I mean, I would do it for free, but
Well, that's the baseline, free.
You would, because you'd get some kind of twig-assisted talking.
You'll get there.
Twisted.
Sick and twisted pleasure out of it.
Well, why would you think that though? Like, that's not necessarily true.
Tell me, BA, answer honestly. You would get some kind of sick and twisted pleasure out of
I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. It would give me a little bit of satisfaction and maybe a little tingle. Yeah, knowing
A tingle.
knowing how much pain he would probably suffer from me giving him a Brazilian wax. Yeah, you know.
I mean, this is the problem. Why do you do that to someone you say you love? You know, and you don't get pleasure out of it.
Because it'd be funny.
I mean, you have to admit, Reg Talk, it would be, I mean, like YouTube gold. YouTube gold.
That's how you pitch it.
Outstanding video.
That's how you pitch
an
it.
outstanding video.
YouTube will pay you. We don't even have to.
Yeah, I think it would be his most viewed video of all time. But yeah.
In 2 days time.
All right, fellas. Well, speaking of all things hair, I'm actually about to head into the salon right now. So,
Good to see you, BA.
yeah, thanks for having me on, Vic.
Oh yeah, thanks for coming on, BA. Yeah. He's laughing too hard. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Oh boy.
Paul. Yeah.
I'm not to blame for that either, Hubber Billy.
No.
One guy just says, "My goodness, what are y'all talking about, sir? You've entered a weird place."
We're talking about waxing the gooch, sir.
I mean, on the ACC show, we were talking about worse last night, so we should all be
we were
lucky.
talking about 4-foot wooden wieners.
We were. That's what we do in the ACC, baby.
The ACC does not endorse
debauchery
nor condemn his statements.
Debauchery!
Debauchery! Debauchery!
Can you spell debauchery? That's a tough one.
Debauchery. DEBAUCHY.
Hold on.
I think it's ERY.
Oh, ERY.
Yeah, it's DEBAUCHERY.
Yeah.
Excessive indulgence in sensual pleasures. That's this definition. I like that definition.
Well, maybe Lou getting waxed could be debauchery. I don't know.
Well, it'd be debauchery for BA, but for the rest of us, it would just be
Yeah.
cringe-inducing.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, boys, I got to go. Appreciate you having me on.
Okay, bye, Rec Talk. Yeah, now Rec Talk says Saleen would never approve of this replacement stream.
Well, let's be honest. There's a lot of things Saleen doesn't approve of.
Yeah.
Awkward silence.
Yep.
Sorry about that. I'm back, y'all. But yeah, no, we need that video ASAP. ASAP Rocky. It's for the American people. It's for the American people.
As funny as that sounds, I'll probably pass on watching that video, to be perfectly honest.
Well, I mean, the camera will probably just. I mean, I would imagine the camera would be just on his face. That would be the appropriate way to do it.
There are parts of Lou I just don't care to see.
We'll leave those for BA and whoever else. Give me a second. Golly, this pollen's got me in a coughing fit this morning. You know, Slim, I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about bumping mine up from 25 to 100 with C-Dog with the way he's talking.
Yeah, really. So what's the bet about exactly? I'm a little bit confused on the details.
C-Dog
Is
is
it that
basically betting
Tech will
anybody
make
with
a
a
bowl
pulse.
game, or
Yeah, but I actually parlayed that bet into
in
Tech
Miami
will not. Yeah, Tech won't, Miami will. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Slim said, "I'll do you one better, C-Dog, just to make it even worse for you."
There you go. Well, you know, if one is good, two are better. So.
And 3 is just good business.
There you
3
go.
is just good business.
And I still stand by my statement that shit becomes spectator sport. It's just the way it
Yep.
works out.
It's like a wonderful play that you get to watch in person. All right. Well,
traveling
I
bulls,
just
you're late.
I was just wanting to come on here and ask that question. Y'all have a good day. I'll be back in the comment section.
All right. See you, Brian.
Later.
Yeah, what's up, Pa?
Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Saleen doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing wrong. Turning over his stream to a bunch of derelicts like us. I mean, come on, man. So I did want to ask this question to Slim mostly, but Vic, you can chime in too.
Okay.
How is it the ACC can be good at basketball but not football? How's that happen?
That would be Miami's fault.
Miami just pulled it
Seriously.
up.
Well, really, I mean, Miami and Virginia Tech both. I mean, they picked them both up because, everybody knows what Miami's done. And Virginia Tech Virginia Tech was a damn good team from...
They were close.
The mid and late 90s, and really even a couple years after they joined. But, Miami's gone in their slump like many teams go through, and Virginia Tech's gone into theirs.
Yep. I'm amazed that they've stuck on as long as they have on. Basketball just seems to be their natural affinity, and football seems to be like an opposing magnet, and so it kind of frustrates me. But that being said, hey, at least we got basketball. We're a basketball conference.
Basketball school, right?
Well, if Clemson can stay where they're at, and Florida State can get their act together, and Miami can finally get their act together, and even Virginia Tech too, I'll lump them into that.
Yeah.
If they can get themselves, themselves out of this slump they're in, the ACC is going to be just fine. Yeah, especially in football.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
agree.
I mean, the
This
slump
is
Miami's in is no different than anybody else. I mean, name a big name team that hasn't gone through it.
Yeah, no, they all, well, hell, I know we have, so I'm not even, I can speak for Clemson because unfortunately, I've lived a nightmare. But
Yeah.
here's the
Well, I
thing.
mean, even schools like Bama, it's happened to them too.
Here's the thing that I don't think people realize or accept. If the ACC just hangs in and lets all the winds blow, lets all the bullshit go down for a while, because there's a chaos. You know how it is. It's chaos. It's a chaos theory now. If they wait, do you think they wouldn't come out better in the long run?
Maybe. I mean, listen, a lot of people are thinking, the ACC and the Pac-12 are both fixing to disappear. I mean, it's almost like people have reserved themselves to the fact that we're fixing to have, 2 conferences and that's going to be it. And I don't think that's the case.
Well, I'll push it even further. I'll go to geopolitics. I think everybody thinks the end of the world's coming too. So
Yeah, well,
you gotta temper that. It's never as bad as you think. It's never as good as you think, but it's never as bad as you think.
you know what? The Romans said that for a long time until it finally was the end of the world.
Well, for them it was, but it wasn't the end of the world. I mean,
Well, I mean, we had the Dark Ages for a few hundred years after that, so it kind of was.
But the end of the world is kind of cool. I mean, the Dark Ages weren't bad. Why are you saying it like it's a bad thing?
Well, I don't think anybody's going to reflect back on the Dark Ages and go, boy, those were good old days. I mean, the church maybe, but that's about it.
For some people it was. It depends on your perspective.
Yes, you're absolutely right. It depends on your perspective.
It is not. It wasn't good old days for people who want, goodness or honesty or love. But for those that want mayhem and hell on earth, well, they were happy. So, yeah.
Well, like I said, it was a great time for the church.
There you go. Hell on earth. But we still have it around, and I don't know how it survived. But that being said, we go down to religious things.
I mean, Vic actually said that at the top of the show. He said we can talk about anything, even politics or religion.
Yeah, sports, politics, religion, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't have a dog. I really don't have a dog in any of these fights. Well, I do. I just want it to be good. I want it to be right. Right.
Hey, listen, I'm not a religious person either, but some of these motherfuckers running around these days need some Jesus.
Yes,
yeah,
they do.
You do.
I mean, I don't think that's a very controversial statement to make at all.
Nope.
No.
If you knew Jesus, if anybody would just read about him, you'd know. He don't have. He ain't religious. But he may be religious now, but back then he wasn't. He was just trying to do the right thing.
Exactly, and I don't think there's enough people doing that. I don't think that there's. I think. You used to be able to say, despite the bad things that happen, most people were good people. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore.
No, I think we flipped. But
I mean, because even something as simple as going to the grocery store, and I don't do it very often for obvious reasons, because I spend a lot of time in this truck. But when I do go, I mean, the basic breakdown of common courtesy will smack you right in the face.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I think Jesus would be embarrassed to have churches named after him, to be honest. It would bother him. He wouldn't want to be, put on that pedestal. He would think he's a normal person. That's all. So that's what most people need to start thinking like. All these high and mighty people need to start pulling back the reins and looking at themselves in the mirror. They're no
Well,
different than you or me
All
or
right.
Vic
Yeah.
or anybody.
Yeah. So do y'all want me to show y'all where I got the if 1 is good, 2 are better, and 3 that's just good business?
well,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, got it from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. But yeah, so I guess I'll go ahead and roll the clip.
I'll be right back.
As my sweet mother always said, son, if 1 hostage is good, 2 are better. And 3, well, that's just good business.
Yes, there we go. So that was it. Yeah, did y'all hear it?
What's up, people? What's
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, did y'all hear it?
No, the volume
Yeah,
wasn't on.
I heard it.
Okay, you want me to turn
Was
it
it
up a little
on?
bit?
Was it on? I didn't hear
Sure,
it.
I can try. I can turn it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll turn it up a little bit.
As my sweet mother always said, son, if 1 hostage is good, 2 are better. And 3, well, that's just good business. Don't you worry about how much. You'll get your cut. Just see.
That is the truth.
Yeah, there you go. If 1 hostage is good, 2 are better, and 3 that's just good business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to find some issues that make people hostages. Okay, so not
Yeah.
people. Issues. So in politics, we need issues. We need to hold at least 3 hostage
Right. Well,
to
in this
win an
case,
election.
the hostages were Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Count Dooku. But yeah. Yes, that's right. That's right. That is Jim Cummings. That's right. Arby Smada. That's right. He was doing the voice of that character. Yeah, he's a pirate named Hondo Onaka. So yes, and he is voiced by Jim Cummings. I think he also voiced somebody in the Lion King, didn't he? Was also like the voice of Uncle Scar. Yeah, in the Lion King. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
So Vic, my son is a Star Wars aficionado, and especially the Clone Wars, and so I've had to watch or listen to because sometimes I don't sit in the room with him, but I hear it, and I've seen all of this or heard it all the way through 6 times over, probably.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
See, now as an old fart, I wouldn't have taken the time to watch it. I wouldn't have. Well, I watched Star Wars obviously because I was there. I was there before you were when the first 3
Right.
Star
Yeah.
Wars movies are out.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Yeah.
but I can't watch it now. I don't have. First of all, I don't have time and I don't have patience. Kind of like Lou. I'm a busy person, so. And the fact that I'm even having time today to get on here is amazing. I was talking to somebody earlier today. They said, "What are you going to do today?" I said, "I'm going to get on Vic's stream." So.
Look, it's Craven Moorhead. Yeah, I remember him from last week's show. Yeah, when me and Visor were we were trash talking the whole state of Mississippi. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that redundant? The trash talk Mississippi.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it is.
It's almost like trash talking Memphis.
Watch out now. I'm from Mississippi.
Yeah, there you go. South Florida drivers make me need Jesus every time I come over here. yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Florida has the worst drivers. So yeah.
I disagree. I have to tell you, in Massachusetts, in the city of Boston, okay, the worst drivers that even in New York City, it isn't as bad as it is in Boston. I mean, it's the worst.
Yeah. So Boston is the worst.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, what's up, Rooster?
How you doing today, Vic? Where does Slim go? Oh, HVP, I got a bone to pick with you.
Go ahead, pick it.
Uh-oh.
I mean, hopefully
All right,
you get me off of it though.
So last Friday I had to go to a meeting up there next to Taterville, and I came back with a serious sinus infection. So I'm gonna blame it on the orange fog up in Taterville.
Hey, look, man, we knew you were a damn rooster, and we made sure you got sick. That was part of it.
I'm like, damn, I ain't had a sinus infection since I moved to Florida. I go to South Carolina on one damn trip up next to Taterville, and I come back with a damn serious ass sinus infection.
So now, it wasn't a clandestine thing because I don't think they care enough about you to care. But
No, they got mad at me, HBP, because of my little photo I took talking about the clearance sale on all the Clemson gear up there at Walmart.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of it, but here's the thing: they don't care enough about you personally to care. So here's the thing: it's the difference in the pollen types that are going to create a sinus problem for you. Like when I had my New York wife, no longer my wife, but when she moved out, it was 4 years of sinus infections constantly down here. Okay, because she's up in New York, she came down here. The pollen killed her. I mean, it was horrible. Not killed her, not literally, but you know what I mean. It was horrible. And so, whenever you come up from Florida to the north area, and this is not really north, but it is, you're gonna get messed up, man. You've been here, you know this.
Oh yeah, I lived there, but I figured it was either you that put the jinx on me or Raj, because when I drove by the sign to go to the University of Florida there in Athens, and I put the whole little picture up about the poodle poop, and it smelled like poodle poop. You know, Raj got his feelings hurt and had to flip me a bird.
Huffer Billy, I'm a little vexed to find out that you married a Yankee.
Well, I was a dumbass. What do you want me to say? It's a mixed marriage, is what it was, and it's no longer. No, we have a beautiful kid and all. I mean, I love her to death. I still do. She and I, we had a great marriage and great divorce. But the best part was divorce. But the
God damn.
Wow.
Hey, HVP, I had a mixed marriage too. I think it happened over mixed drinks.
Mine started over. I gave her 2 glasses of wine because we threw confetti up at a birthday party at a bar, and she wanted to know how it was to kiss me. And I told her, I said, well, you don't want to find out. And so she reached over and kissed me, and then somebody threw confetti up and messed up her wine, so I got another glass. And that was the end of that. And the next thing you know, we're married. I don't know. What the hell?
What is it with marriages starting over alcohol? Mine started over 2 fifths Jägermeister.
Is it gonna blame it? Blame it on
the alcohol.
There you go.
They wrote a song about it, Slim.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
they did. You know what? I think there's some truth to that song.
Tequila makes her clothes fall off. That's all I know.
I'm down here in Slim's neck of the woods now. I'm down here in South Florida.
You ain't in my neck of the woods. I'm in Indiana, sir.
Slim's way up.
I know, but your university's not far away from me right at this moment.
No,
besides, I lived in Central
hometown.
Florida.
This is hometown.
No, I lived in Central Florida. I didn't live in South Florida.
Oh,
you say you was born in Clearwater?
Yep.
Oh, I was just there yesterday. I was in Largo.
What?
I lived in Largo.
Why did you pull for the damn hurricane, Slim?
because I mean, look at my options. It's Florida State, Florida, or Miami. Of course, I'm going to pick Miami. Except
Why?
I
You
look
could
like
pull
an
for the.
idiot.
You could have
Why,
pulled for the
of
South Florida
course.
Bulls there, Slim.
Why, of
They weren't a thing
course.
at the time.
Well, I mean, who was
They're getting a
good
new
at the
stadium, though,
time, I
Slim.
guess.
When Slim was born, who was good when
Yeah,
Slim was
yeah.
born?
I meant who in
That
Florida was good. I mean,
Well,
at
both
that
Miami and Florida State both. I was born in '88.
Oh, okay.
Slim's a youngster. He's young. Ruth.
Oh, he is
I mean,
definitely a
we're old.
youngster. 88.
Youngster,
Holy
I'm
shit,
fucking
Slim.
35. That
So
ain't
how
young.
did
Oh my God,
so
Slim,
how
you're
did you
falling
become
apart.
so how did you become a Bucks fan instead of a Dolphins fan?
Because Clearwater's right outside of Tampa.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he was born under the shadows. Hey, I'll tell you this though. I have been to Bucks games. They are fun to go to.
That and when I was around the age where I was starting to really watch and get into football is when Tampa was starting to get good because they drafted Mike Allstott in '94. They drafted Warren Sapp and Derek Brooks in '95. And that's really when I was starting to get into football.
So Slim was born into Loserville, like most of the Atlantans were born into Loserville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but unlike Atlanta, Tampa pulled themselves out of it.
There you go. They did.
Yeah, I've gone to
Brady's grace of God.
I've gone to a
What are you
couple of
talking about? We won a Super
tailgate
Bowl
parties.
before Brady.
Tampa's fun.
Oh, for Billy, we have two Super Bowls, sir.
You're not gonna get me
Yes.
on Tampa. Tampa isn't worth a fat baby's ass. I mean, come on.
Okay,
Come
but
on.
you just said by the grace of Brady, we won a Super Bowl before Brady. They won it in '02.
There you go.
John Gruden actually beat his old team for the Super Bowl.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah, he did.
But I mean, that defense was so good. They were bound. It was just a matter of time before they won one, in my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, Brad Johnson did not make that much of a difference that got him that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Still the worst overall record in the excuse me, winning percentage in the NFL. So.
Well, that's only because the Cleveland Browns have only been around since 2000.
Yeah, and Baltimore left. The Colts actually left Baltimore and went to Indianapolis, and then the Ravens.
The original Cleveland Browns are now the Baltimore Ravens.
Slim,
I would say Jacksonville and Carolina is probably pushing close to that too, because they ain't won shit.
What were you saying, HPP?
I want to ask you a serious. I mean, not. I know that you pull for Miami and you picked them and all that stuff. But what were your criteria in picking Miami over Florida State? I mean, just kind of generally, just emotionally. It's emotional. It's not a logic thing.
Mainly, you want to know the truth? It's mainly because there was already Miami fans in my family.
Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool. I get it. I mean, look.
And then as I got older,
South Carolina. Well, it's emotional.
Yeah, and then I got older, and then I got into the story, and Miami was really, that team that went from the punching bag that started fighting back and eventually knocked out big boys.
Yep. No, you gotta care, and then Twisted. I don't blame you for being a Cock fan. I mean, good Lord, man. Everybody has a reasons, and most of them are really visceral. They're visceral.
HBP, you want me to tell you why I'm a Gamecock fan?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, go
because they were the closest university to my hometown and the best access for me to go to a game.
That's good. Yeah.
That's
good a reason as any. Yeah.
So I did the same thing. Look, I was in Greenville, South Carolina. Easily my parents moved when I was in high school, and I've been to Clemson so many damn times you couldn't shake a stick at it, and so that's why I'm a Clemson fan, and I will never get over it because they injected me with the freaking virus, and I
There
can't
you
get
go.
out.
There you
See,
go.
you sniffed that orange fog they have up there, HBP.
Yeah,
I told you,
yeah.
stay
No,
away from that
I
orange
think
fog.
I think he said it best the first time. He got injected with a virus, and it's kind of like Hep C. You just can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. You can't.
But I will give Slim the credit for this. Miami fans are truly the minority in Florida.
They are.
But they stick to their
Slim
guns.
gets the green.
They won't flip. They stick to their guns when it comes to Miami.
He
Well,
went to.
now see that I'm going to disagree with. Miami is very much, in my opinion, a bandwagon fan base.
But they don't quit Miami. They don't run to Florida.
Well,
But they didn't quit. But they didn't quit
but
on
let
Miami.
me ask you this, Slim. Is Alabama not
Not what?
a bandwagon fan base?
No, because
Yeah.
Alabama games are sold
Some of
out
them
even if
are,
they're
but
terrible.
some
I
of them
see a lot of
are.
Alabama damn stickers down here in Florida,
Well, yeah.
and
Well,
all these
Yes.
people are not from
No,
Alabama.
I'm not
Some of
saying
them
that
are.
they're
Don't have to be from
bandwagon
Alabama.
fans, but I'm talking about the fan base as a whole. Miami is most people, even in okay, perfect example. You brought up Alabama, Tuscaloosa. All those people are Bama fans, 24/7, 365 for a million years. In the city of Miami, those people are only Miami fans, Hurricanes fans if they're good.
There you go.
I know a lot of Miami fans that aren't in Miami.
Well, and that they're
You-
like
But
Notre
he's
Dame in that
pointless in
sense.
Miami, in the area.
In that sense, Miami's a lot like Notre Dame. They're a very spread out fan base.
Yeah, but a
So-
lot of
Notre
kids
Dame
grew up when Miami was really good.
Oh, sure. And I think Miami in the 80s was a fashion statement, a lot like being an Alabama fan under the Saban run is a fashion statement.
Yeah, it was cool to be a
Zona-
Miami fan
Zona
back
is,
back in the day.
The Miami Vice. Yeah.
Did you see Zona's comment?
What's Zona say?
He said he's a
Zona said that-
Zona fan all the way. I mean, he's a Zona guy.
Yeah,
And
I
he
need.
loves
Yeah,
his
I
team.
need to go to the bathroom again.
Yeah, go.
All right, Vic.
But
I mean, I'm the
Zona-
same way with Miami.
Zona he loves his team. Look, it doesn't matter what team you love. That's why I always give people a hard time because I know they can't get over it. They can't leave their team, right? I mean,
Well, I
always
definitely
Irish.
can. I got them tattattooed on me.
Yeah,
That shit's
always
expensive to get rid
Irish.
of.
Always Irish ain't gonna leave his team. Twisted Carolina Jackpot ain't ever. I mean, when he feigned, I don't know if y'all remember this, but
Carolina Jackpot left us last year. He denounced his
tried, he said
fanship.
he was going into it, lying like a
Well, he
damn
did do
rug.
He did, yeah, but I would.
I
Hey,
mean-
I'll take my beatings, even though we had a 2-win season. What was that? 3 years ago.
I mean, Jackpot's got a
I just
point,
take my
though.
beating.
Jackpot's got a point. Being a South Carolina fan is kind of like being in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, of course. Well, hell, it
Yeah,
was a
but
Clemson
that's not true. That every fan base goes through down years. You
Yeah.
can't denounce your fan
Well,
your
when we were
not being a
right,
fan
let me
because you had a
ask
rough
this.
year.
Let me ask you this, Twisted. Now,
When
you
has
sit
South
down.
Carolina ever had a good year?
That's right.
Actually, South Carolina's been in national championship contention quite a few times in life, and we lost
And they beat Alabama in 2020 or 2019.
Oh, dear God.
But back when we had Joe Morrison, had we not
Where-
lost some dumbass
where
game
is-
to the Citadel,
let me
we would have
ask
been
you
in the
this.
national championship game.
Where is the ACC or SEC championship and then the national championship contender? Where is it?
They won the ACC once,
Oh, no, but when? 1968?
69.
Oh, South Carolina? Yeah, we won it in '69, but it doesn't matter. We actually went to the SEC championship game and lost to fucking Auburn and Cam Newton.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think anybody was beating that team.
No, I can't
Yeah,
stand
actually, we
England
should have
as a
beat them during the
baseball.
season. That was the second time we played Auburn, and we should have beat them the first game when the guy fumbled the ball into the end zone and recovered it, and they gave him a touchdown.
Look,
You can't recover a
Newton-
forward fumble.
look. Scam Newton was like that damn ringer that Raj brought.
Yeah,
up.
Auburn bought that.
Softball.
Gene You're right, Hubber Billy. You know what? Gene
Well,
Music has proved what a coach he is since then. Where's he gone that's any good? He went to
Not
North
worth a
Carolina as a
bastard
defensive
damn.
coordinator, and they ain't worth a shit.
well, that was his first year there. I don't judge anybody off their very first season.
Oh, okay, Slim. Is North
Whatever.
Carolina's defense still any good?
Well, we'll find out. He's coming into his second season. I mean, let's find out. God, you're starting to sound like a Miami fan. No, fuck, we
I'm
didn't get
just
what we wanted
saying.
year one. Fucking fire
Gene
him.
Chiswick as a defensive coordinator is like wet toilet paper, dude.
He's a hell of a lot
Seriously.
better
Kevin
than
Steele.
some other
Almost
defensive.
as bad as Kevin Steele.
Oh, stop it.
I'm just saying. Dude, he's been there. No, he's been there longer than a year. He's been there like 2 years.
No, last year.
And they got
was
worse.
Last year was Gene Chiswick's first year. This is his second season coming up.
Look, everybody loves their team, and everybody's going to defend their team, but it's you know, we all have warts, holes, and other than Bama when they had Saban rolling, but everybody has warts and holes. And Kirby's not going to get anything. I'm telling you. Good news is they won 2 natties back to back. Bad news is it all falls apart from here. So I don't even know what to say, but
Oh, it does. I mean, every quote unquote dynasty.
But it still don't matter. Their schedule favors them, bro. They could easily 3-peat. They'll salt that schedule.
Yeah, but
of course they do.
They
Wait a minute.
play
Of course they have a
playoffs,
soft schedule. They're in the SEC. Duh. That's a soft ass schedule.
They have to
Oh,
play the playoffs.
Lord. Now, hold up, Slim. Miami didn't even make a damn bowl game last year.
They sure didn't. I'm not running around
Don't be
talking
beating
about
up no
how
Their
damn
schedule was real soft. You had 2 games.
I'm not running around talking about how great my team or my schedule is. You want to sit here with a straight face. Hang on, Upper Billy. You want to sit here with a straight face and talk about and try and talk up beating Vanderbilt, Arkansas, or Missouri? Get the fuck out of here.
How many teams did Georgia beat that ended up in the top 25 at the end of the year?
I don't give a damn about rankings. Miami gets overranked when they're not as good as their rankings.
Actually, at the end of the year, I think Georgia was probably in the top 5 toughest schedules of the year.
I mean, perfect example.
Where teams finished?
Perfect example. They made a big in 21 when Georgia won their first one. They made a big deal. Top 10 matchup. Georgia was like 2 or 3 or whatever they were, and Arkansas was like number 8. And Arkansas finished 7-5 unranked.
Yeah, ever since they lost the A&M game last year, they fell off. They were like 5-0.
I mean,
Arkansas's problem last year is KJ Jefferson got hurt.
Florida was 6-6 last year, and they went from unranked to top 15 with 1 win.
He got hurt.
So
he got a concussion in the Bama game.
I'm not going to take a whole lot of put a whole lot of stock in top 25 rankings.
Yeah, but I'm saying if KJ Jefferson doesn't get hurt, that team's really good.
No, not if they ain't got the weapons. They didn't have no real good weapons last year. Like at receiver, those guys were not good, bro.
And if you're a good team, somebody's still going to be worried about your defense, and nobody was.
Didn't they have Hazelwood? But what I'm saying, didn't Arkansas get Hazelwood, who was supposed to be the greatest thing out of Oklahoma?
Yeah,
and then they had Trey Knox at tight end, and they had Rocket Sanders at running back.
Hazelwood gone. Hazelwood gone.
He is now, but he was there last year.
Yeah, and he got dusted. He got dusted by Alabama's freshman.
I'll give Arkansas this much credit. They're kind of in. I made this point about Miami on Lou's show last night. They're not stacked like a Georgia or a Bama or a Clemson, where they can absorb 5 or 6 big time injuries.
Right. Well, actually, Arkansas went 8-4 in 2021, not 7-5, but it
No,
went
we're talking about
in that when
2022.
when Georgia was number 1, Arkansas was number 8. Yeah.
Then they must have lost their bowl game then, because when I looked it up at the time, they're after the bowl game. It said
Yes,
8-5.
last year they were 7-6. Yes.
They won
Yeah,
the bowl
okay,
game
yeah.
last year.
Yes. Yeah, the year before they were 9-4. So
You know what team has also a soft ass schedule?
who? Michigan.
Michigan.
Yep. Well,
Yeah, outside
Well,
of Ohio State
and Penn State.
Penn State.
Yeah, and that's about it. I
Do
think.
y'all play
Hey,
Wisconsin?
hey Nate, that was obvious when they played TCU. Not meaning
Ouchie.
to hurt your feelings.
Ooh.
Could we
Okay,
have a little?
so
Hey,
Actually, I had Michigan winning that game, but they shit on her. So.
Well,
you
a lot of people had Michigan winning that game.
Yeah.
Rock,
Yeah, me
you know
too.
that.
no,
They should win that game.
I actually had a feeling that Michigan was going to choke again, which is I kind of got right. But yes, we lost, but it only by 5 points. But TCU dominated the whole game, and no excuses.
They did.
But
Here's what I can't figure out about Jim Harbaugh and his time at Michigan.
yeah,
Before he came there, he was always known for what he was able to do with a quarterback, whether it was
Right.
Andrew Luck at Stanford or Kaepernick, and he actually made Blaine Gabbert seem like a decent quarterback in San Francisco.
right.
But he's come to Michigan and has not even come close to resembling any kind of elite quarterback play.
No,
Well, you have
he's all at trash quarterbacks. Yeah.
No, wait, whoa.
Nate McNamara.
No,
things like
I don't
that.
have. We don't have fucking Cam McNamara.
Wilton
Fuck him.
Spate.
Hey,
We
Nate,
don't have
your
them.
hair,
Brandon
your hair
Peters.
Look, hey, you're talking about in the fucking past. Yeah, I'm talking in the future. We
Okay,
have
Nate.
JJ fucking McCarthy, and
But
he's
that's
gonna.
okay. And J.J. McCarthy has not been anywhere near an
Yeah,
elite
he ain't
quarterback
worth
up
a
to this
Okay,
point.
Yeah,
and
he's
because
been
his
the
first
same.
year
He's been-
starting
Nate.
last year.
Nate, Michigan has no future. I'm sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
South Carolina has no future. Shut up.
Hey, last time South Carolina played Michigan, what happened?
That's in past, bro.
Oh, y'all lost.
Hey, Nate,
Oh
Nate,
wait,
Nate,
you're
Nate,
talking
Nate,
in past, bro.
stop,
I
stop.
ain't.
Hey, last time South Carolina played Ohio State
Hey,
twice. What
guess
happened?
No
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
cares.
okay. Never mind.
Nate, the North.
Jim Harbaugh's going to the
North-
NFL.
the
Nate,
North
simmer down a little
football-
bit.
North football
Okay.
has zero chance against the South. Zero. So Michigan's done. Ohio State's done. Southern Cal's done. All these people are done. The South is going to kill all of them.
There you go.
Well, I don't know about all that, but okay.
No,
Sorry.
they will. Slim,
Let me-
they're going to beat
Yeah.
every one of those people into submission in
Well,
the playoff era. What?
Yeah, the
I have
South is
no
fine.
doubt the same cycle of college football will continue like it has continued
Right.
for the past 100 fucking years.
They built up Slim.
But
they
it
built up
won't,
Ohio
Slim.
State. They built up Michigan. They built up Southern Cal with the media bullshit. And in
That's
the
true.
playoffs, it won't work.
Yeah.
It's not going to continue the same because now you have Southern Cal and you have UCLA that are in the Big Ten. It won't be the same cycle that you had before.
They haven't always been in the Pac-12 either. So
True.
I mean, that's a completely moot point.
Okay.
No, it's not a moot point.
That's
Now,
right, they won't
those,
win.
Southern Cal has to run through the Big Ten. You mean to tell me that Southern Cal running through the Big Ten is the same as Southern Cal running through the Pac-12?
Without defense.
It's not going to be
Yes.
that easy for them.
Without
Yes.
No, it
defense. I don't know about that.
They both suck, Twisted. They don't matter. Neither one of them are worth a fat baby's ass.
Well, see. To me, this is that same kind of storyline. Nebraska will never be good again. There was a time people said Georgia would never be relevant again, and guess what? They got proven wrong too.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, Slim. But the difference is now teams are in different conferences playing different competition.
Okay,
Yes.
did
And that,
what
do you
conference?
think a
Hang
Southern?
on,
Hold on,
hang on.
let me ask you
What
this.
conference was USC in when they won their first national title? Because it wasn't
The
the
They're
Pac-12.
Okay, but let me
Pac-10.
ask
they
you this,
didn't
Slim.
win in BCS.
Pac-10. Yeah.
Do you think Southern Cal, a team that is built in Southern California, is going to go play in Wisconsin in freaking November?
Yes, because that's the biggest load
And
of crap I've ever
oh,
heard in my
okay,
life.
Listen,
Miami used to go
okay.
play up
They
in
will
Syracuse all the
try.
time.
look,
Yeah, but
Slim,
Syracuse is in a
Slim,
dome, dude. You're not
Slim,
playing
It
in
has
Is in
weather.
a
always been in a
dome.
dome.
They had to
Come
go up
on.
to Boston College. That's not in a dome.
Yes, they've gone up to Boston College since the
It's
early
still gonna make a
'80s.
Since they were in the Big
difference.
East.
Hey, talk
It
about
still
dome.
makes a difference.
Talk to the orange or the fruit about a dome.
See, I don't buy into that part, and I'll even give you a recent example because they said the same crap. You know, Mike Evans went from Texas A&M to Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette went from LSU to Tampa Bay. These guys have never had to play in the cold. They went to
There you go.
Lambeau Field and
Bullshit.
stomped the Packers
Yeah, but
on
they,
their own home turf.
Slim, you're talking about NFL teams where these guys they're out there and they're practicing 60 hours a week over a college team that gets to practice 20 hours a
Let
week.
me no.
It's a difference.
That's been proven wrong time and time and time and time and time again.
Please let me say something. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the issue. When you're looking, this has something to do with weather. Okay. It's to deal with the ecosystem that feeds these college teams and the geographic problem. These I call them countries. Every state's a country. When you get up in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, you go all the way across Wisconsin, back to the Pac-12, all that bullshit. They don't want anybody. Well, you can't have any injuries. We got to do all these great things. Oh, we can't have any. They don't have a football feeder system that's going to produce great players that will actually play smash mouth football. In the South, they don't give a damn. Okay?
Yeah.
They don't give a damn.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. And I'm telling you, the South in the playoff system, you can have, don't talk about Pac winning national championships. Wait until you play in the playoffs. If you play in the playoffs and you win a national championship, then you got a God blessed good football team.
Okay.
Now,
Okay. Well, Ohio State has played in the playoffs and won a national championship.
they have not. Well, they won one at the beginning.
That's about it.
I mean, that just proves your point.
But Ohio State won that in a dome. All right, so let's go. Let's think about this. Utah comes to Florida last year, correct? Did Utah come to the swamp last year? Did Utah come to the swamp last year?
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
Okay. So who won the game?
Florida.
And Florida's terrible. All right, so Florida is now going to Utah this year, correct?
No, Florida's not any good.
Do you think Florida's going to go up into Utah?
They'll beat them.
Well, yes, road games are always harder. I mean, that's basic knowledge.
Yeah, but also, dude, you're going in elevation, Slim. You're a truck driver. You know this. It is very hard to breathe when you go uphill
And they tend to go about
versus downhill. And you took a team from a higher elevation and you stuck them in the swamp, in humidity, where when you walk outside, you are sweating your ass off. No, because they don't sweat out there. It's different. It's a different heat. I've been there.
Okay, and so have I. And yes, you sweat in Utah too.
Utah is hot. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to
Now
Utah.
I get your elevation point. I get your elevation point, and going to Gainesville should have actually been an advantage.
No, it won't be if you're not used to the humidity. Because out west, you do not have the same humidity as you do down south.
Well, I agree with that, but that's no different than any team. I mean, you're gonna have advantages and disadvantages in every road game. I mean, it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that point. But what I'm saying is, you take advantage of home games. You have to have home game. That's why you have home games for an advantage. Well, Florida don't have that advantage this year when it comes to Utah. Utah has the advantage because down here in Florida, there is no such thing as a damn mountain.
They'll still
Nope.
beat them.
It's just
I don't think they will.
it's just a big stadium. That's their basically mountain.
Florida's going to be even worse this year, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be.
All right. So you're saying Utah, Cam Rising coming back to Utah is a
Yep.
worse team than Florida getting what was his name?
No,
Mertz?
I said
Graham Mertz.
Yeah, Graham Mertz.
Graham Mertz is terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
so was
so-
Florida.
Okay.
So
That's
what is it-
exactly what I'm
Utah
saying.
won the
Florida's-
Pac-12, and Florida was awful.
But
Yeah,
that's what
so
I'm
what-
saying. Florida's
So
going
what
to be
does it
terrible.
say? So what does it say about the about the Pac-12 that the 6-6 Florida beat a Pac-12 champion Utah?
That's kind of
But
solid
Vince,
right
it-
there.
it was in
It's the
Florida and a
Pac-12
home
sucks.
game for Florida.
It
It
doesn't
says
say
the
anything
Pac-12
because
sucks.
it doesn't say anything because it's no different than anything else.
Right.
Yeah, you want to find out who's truly the better team. That's where the NBA and MLB have it right with a 5 or 7 game series. Anybody
Yeah.
can beat anybody on a single day.
Right.
There you go.
But what I was gonna say that is what Billy was talking about different perspectives of football in college, like in the South,
Mhm.
college football for players is a culture for them. In the South, it is a culture. In the Midwest, man, it's just football. It's, I mean, yeah, there's hockey up there and stuff, but down south, they just focus on fucking football.
Nate, it's a
Well,
religion.
I'm gonna disagree with that just a little bit because Ohio is one of the top 5 states in the country as far as putting out high school talent.
Look,
Yeah.
it's a
Well, that's true.
religion
I'm
in the
saying.
South. We
Yes,
actually
but-
have people. We have cheerleaders killed over football down here, Slim.
Oh shit. Well, I'm just saying that more in the South, football is more.
Well,
culture.
I'm not disagreeing, but all I'm saying is there are exceptions to that rule, and the state of
Right.
Ohio is one of them.
Yeah, but then again, Florida did get mollywopped by Oregon State in a bowl game. So.
Yeah. And
There you go.
So I guess it doesn't really say anything about the Pac-12.
Well,
versus
a perfect
SEC,
example.
but-
Okay, everybody's talking up Florida State.
Yeah.
They got into a shootout with a terrible Florida team and beat a terrible Oklahoma team by a last-second field goal.
There you go.
Yeah. Well,
Shootouts
same as
in both of
Tennessee.
those.
Well, Tennessee, just for field goal wise, Tennessee was good last year, but not great.
Nah, that's right. There you go.
I think Tennessee will go 11-2. I think, in my perspective,
Yeah, I think Tennessee's going to step back a little bit.
step back.
Tennessee, Florida State, both last year could have both of them could have very easily had 2 more losses.
Right. Yeah.
They
But-
could've-
And I made that
very
exact
easily.
same
So
argument.
could Alabama.
I made that exact same argument. Tennessee and Florida State are nowhere near as talented as Alabama.
No.
Alabama's going to win more games off of sheer talent.
Yeah.
But Alabama could have lost at least 2 more games too, because Texas
That's true.
A&M,
Actually-
other than a
Last
dumbass
year
call,
They won the same number of games. They won the same number of games as Alabama. I mean,
but
Tennessee
I
did.
will agree on Humphrey Billy Paul one
Florida
thing:
State
in the
did not.
South, football is a religion.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's them.
nobody would disagree
Slim
with
coming from Florida knows this more than anyone.
that. Right, nobody's
just
gonna
said-
Florida
disagree
is-
with that.
It's football 365,
Dude, I have
and
seen
with the
people-
weather, these kids they are at it.
Yep.
I have seen people
365 days a year.
I've seen people literally get shot in the stands at Pee Wee games, getting in
Yep.
arguments about the game.
Yep.
No.
Like
You
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
getting that
Florida-
back. You ain't
like-
getting that up in the freaking Big Ten. You ain't getting that.
no, they're like meh. They care about football and stuff. But,
Like I said, the state of Ohio is the one exception I'll make for that.
well, Michigan, I thought Michigan was one of them.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about on the college because we're talking about football as a whole from Pee Wee
Oh,
Bailey up
okay,
through
okay.
college. And
Okay.
like I said earlier, Ohio's
High school
in the top
Pee-wee.
5.
Yeah.
The state of Ohio is in the top 5 as far as high school talent nationally.
Yeah,
But the feeder system's not there. They ain't gonna
That's
last
true.
much longer. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it's a
See,
trigger
Yeah.
away.
You may be right. It may be they may have like hit their peak and they're working their way down. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
keep up with
Well,
it that much.
Right now, all the hot quarterbacks are coming out of Arizona and California.
I don't know either, but
No,
But
no,
see,
hey,
quarterbacks
hey,
have all
no,
Yeah.
quarterbacks
no,
have
they're not.
traditionally come out of
Yeah.
California, though.
No.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I disagree.
All right.
I totally disagree.
Okay, Huffer Billy Paul. Where did DJ Ungalalele come
Twisty.
from?
Oh, yeah, he's a
California.
hot quarterback. Oh,
California.
yeah, he's good.
Okay, where did CJ Stroud come from?
California.
California.
Billy.
Stroud wasn't it worth a fat baby's ass.
Where
Hang
did
on,
Spencer
hang
Rattler
on,
come from?
Hang on,
Arizona.
Billy.
The
California.
one
Cal.
quarterback I'll give you
There's-
is the Alabama quarterback.
Huffer Billy, hang on. It's been that way for 30 years plus.
Yeah,
Top
but they're
quarterbacks have
not
come out of
that
the-
good. They don't have. Listen, the
Really?
real
Where did Tom
quarterbacks-
Brady come from? Where did Aaron Rodgers come
He
California.
from?
didn't come from California.
Yeah,
Yes,
They
they
did.
did come out of California.
they
Both
did.
of them. They were like they said something about it before.
Brady came out of California. I thought
He
he
did.
came out of. I thought he came out of the Midwest.
No,
No,
he
he
just played
didn't.
at Michigan.
He went to college.
Yeah,
Played
it was
college in
horrible.
Michigan.
Yeah, well, okay. So I stand corrected.
It's okay.
But
And
at
then
the same time,
it's-
I don't see them as being the idiot savants on quarterback play. I really don't.
Yeah. But they're
You know why they are, Huffer Billy?
Mm,
Because that's where all the quarterback camps are.
where
well, maybe.
okay.
If you watch the main quarterback camps,
But
where
my
the
point is,
quarterbacks go to
Yeah,
learn quarterback play,
well,
is
California.
in Arizona and California.
But that's
Oh.
my point, Rooster. They were that way before quarterback camps were even a thing.
Yeah.
That's
California
true.
was
But
pumping out
that's
the most talented quarterbacks.
Yeah.
and that's probably why where all these camps sprung
So
from.
can we?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe
Can we?
you
Can
could
we
be
go,
right
can
about
we,
that. Yeah.
Now
Take it I'm going to take a different direction. Do you think that the West or the West mostly are about finesse, and the South is about smash mouth?
I
No.
agree.
No.
There is no more smash mouth football. That's gone.
Well, when
That
I say
doesn't
smash
exist
mouth,
really
I mean
anywhere.
physical.
Smash Mouth.
What has Florida always been known for, as far as the state and their recruits? Speed.
Physical. I mean,
They're not.
elite.
They're not known for size. They're not. Yeah, but I mean, physical. If I'm gonna go get recruits that are physical, I'm going to like the Midwest. You
Yeah.
get the
You're not
big
going
cornfed
to-
boys.
Going to Georgia.
Yeah, you're
Look
you're
at
going to-
Wisconsin.
you're going-
Nebraska.
Nebraska, Wisconsin.
Yeah, look
that's
at
where
Nebraska.
you're
Look at
looking for-
Wisconsin.
Those
Look
are
at
good places to get offensive linemen. Yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah.
And I've made this argument on shows before. Lineman is not where you go to the state of Florida. Skill
No.
position players are where you go to the state of Florida.
So you're looking.
Corners,
You
wide
recruit
receivers,
Florida for
running
speed.
backs.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
which
recruit Florida
which
for
you can
speed.
find in them in Georgia too. But yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Georgia
Talent,
have fed
Georgia.
into the same thing as Florida. It's like
They have.
it is a
talent
breed of
in
speed.
in Georgia. There you go.
Because Trevor Lawrence came out of Georgia, right?
So
Yeah,
did
he did.
Deshaun Watson.
Well,
So
so
did-
did a lot of players.
So is
Justin
the greatest
Fields.
quarterback in South Carolina. Connor
so
Shaw
did,
was a Georgia
Think,
boy.
think of Sammy
Justin
Watkins. He came out of
Fields.
Florida.
Yep. Justin.
Justin Fields, yeah, they're all out of that South
Yeah,
Georgia kind of region.
Cam Newton. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Cam Newton was from South Georgia.
Well, he's from Georgia. I don't know if he's from
So
South
what
Georgia,
makes
but
quarterbacks?
Georgia.
I mean,
Yes.
other than Slim saying that there are quarterback camps out there, what makes quarterbacks in California the draw? I mean, I don't understand that.
There are plenty of things in life, Huffer Billy, and you know this. It is the way it is. Why most elite quarterbacks come out of California, I don't know, but they just do.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the thing now, Huffer Billy, is they moved there. They moved there for a certain thing. With these kids these days, these families move to get their kids into certain
People.
areas
They do.
and programs
They do.
for
yeah.
what they do best.
I mean, you see families move across the country, not just to California, but to Florida as well. St. Thomas Aquinas is a great example of that.
Mhm.
I mean, they almost
IMG
recruit
Academy.
much like IMG too. They almost recruit at the high school level like colleges do.
So think
Yeah.
about this. Think about this. Parents or kid. Look, when you have a kid, and I don't know how many of you have kids. I know Slim does, and Vic does, and Rooster.
I have 3.
But when you,
Yes,
when
so
you bring kids up, are you sitting there going, "Well, I need to figure out where to move them to be their best athlete, so they can get in the NFL?"
yeah,
or
y'all haven't really been thinking
get
about
the-
Yeah,
that.
Some
Who
people
comes
do
they
up
for
with
actually
sure.
these days of ability they actually do.
Isn't that
Some people
sad?
do. I don't think it's a majority of
It
people.
is.
But I do think it absolutely. There's one out in the bottom, Bishop Gorman. I mean, that's known as a football factory. That's where Tate Martell came from. That's where Reverend Jordan
That's not a
came
good
from.
example,
Just
Slim.
right. Well, first they have to discover. Well, first they discover that talent, and then move. You have to discover that talent, usually in middle school. Yeah.
But Vic,
Well,
You
Okay,
discover that
Nature
talent,
Nature
and
Boy
then
Nature
move.
Boy put in the comments. Cam's from Atlanta. Okay, so
There you
yeah,
go.
the
Yeah, so
problem,
is
the
All right.
problem, the
All right, but
problem.
Slim can tell you guys this. IMG Academy. Slim, is IMG not a college, but it's high school?
I mean, it's a
Because
high
they
school
have
football
dorms,
factory. Yeah.
basically, yeah.
but they have dorms. The
Well,
kids stay on
Yes, so
campus.
it's
a lot of
it's
They
a lot of
they
private
have more than one team.
a lot of
it's
But I'm
private
saying they
schools.
have,
school.
A lot of
Yeah.
private
but
schools
they,
have dorms. I mean, that's
It's
not.
called
but IMG had,
a boarding school.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
what
say
they
a
call
but
it.
boarding school.
IMG has more than one football team.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is exactly what that school. They have it for basketball also.
But what
It is
bothers me
it is
about
not high school as we knew it.
well, who farted? Oh,
They go there strictly for the sport that they play.
Yeah.
They don't go there for education.
Yeah.
all right.
They
So-
go there to be taught the sport that they play.
I mean,
and that's
in a
what a
lot
lot
of
of these high schools
senses,
are now.
in a lot of senses, you have a lot of high schools becoming like college. They're not there for the education. They're there to get better at their craft, whether it be football, basketball, whatever.
Look, listen.
Because they're not smart. Listen to the kids give an interview. They're not intelligent. Ask half of them to even speak English.
But just before we go there, why in the hell do parents do that? Because think about the parent, or think about the kids after the parents make bad decisions. So they go.
It's a lottery ticket, Huffer Billy.
I know this, but my point is they don't. There's not 100% guarantee. So
No.
how many people have done this, and it's not gone well? Think
Thousands.
about that.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah,
tons,
exactly.
many.
And so my point is, there's a lot of ruined. Oh, I wouldn't say ruined, but not fun shit that goes down when people do that. That's all
There
I'm
is.
saying.
Like I
But
said, though,
HPP,
it's no different than at the college level when they take a bunch of basket weaving classes just to maintain their GPA so they can play the game.
There you go.
And they're not looking at the fact that less than 1% of them will ever play in the NFL.
There you go.
exactly right. And it's the same thing with baseball. How many kids go out of high school and go straight to like major leagues, and they end up in these little B league baseball teams?
Yep.
But every
Yep.
parent thinks that their child is the next greatest
Oh, yeah.
shortstop or
Yeah, and then
pitcher.
and
And they
basketball
convince the
too,
kid to go
yeah.
for the money and not go for the education.
Yeah,
It's
they do
And then
that
they
with
wash out and they disappear.
basketball too. Yeah.
Yeah, basketball. How many kids skip college and go to the Gatorade League,
Yeah,
the G
yeah,
League,
yeah,
whatever
yeah,
they
like,
call it? Hey,
Yeah,
it's-
yeah, like LeBron.
like Slim said, it's their
skip-
lottery
skip
ticket,
college,
and they
yeah.
think their kid's greater than the next kid.
Well,
Yeah.
it's look. There should be more humility in humanity,
There you go.
and they should think better than that, and they should be more humble.
Well, Huffer
But-
Billy, I make that all the time. I make that statement all the time. It comes down to decision making.
Yeah.
And that's true. Slim has said that in the past, and Slim's like, make the decision to get an education because your chances of making the NFL aren't always. I mean, it's
Well,
bare minimum.
and that doesn't even
So
pertain to
use the
sports. That
opportunity.
No, it
pertains to
pertains to
everything in
everything.
life. If people will
Everything.
just make better decisions. Now, I'm not knocking somebody for making a bad one. God knows I've made plenty of bad ones of my own.
We've made them all.
You know,
But
I'm
but
not
like
knocking.
Slim's always pointed this out. Do the research.
Exactly.
Do the research on how many kids that come out of high school actually make it to the NFL. It's less than 1%.
I mean, keep it in college. Okay, keep it in college. The education system now has spent what 40, 50 years, telling kids, well, you can go to college and you can grow up to be whatever you want. That doesn't mean somebody's willing to pay for it, numbnuts. So you have a shitload of people that went to college, took out all this debt, have a useless fucking degree, and now they're in the streets screaming, pay for my fucking college because I'm a dumbass.
Sing it, brother. But hey, Vic, why are you the crusty old curmudgeon?
Oh, cause I'm SaleenDriver. So
No, you didn't make us a watch. We're done with you, Vic.
stream.
I don't have my watch yet.
And I mean, I'm not trying to jump down a rabbit hole, so I'm gonna leave it at this. This is why I say a lot of this. People have politicized these problems, but they have nothing to do with politics.
It has social,
There you go.
Social issues.
It's so annoying when people try to make it about politics.
It's culture and social issues. That's why I said, well, I don't care about your religion, motherfucker. You need some Jesus. Get you smack right.
But that's an escape for him, Slim. You know that.
I know. Well, as a society,
that's a straight up escape and an excuse.
As a society, we've spent since the 60s, so we're looking at 60 years now of society telling you, well, your mistakes aren't your fault, and we'll alleviate the consequences for your mistakes.
Slim, you know what we really need, and unfortunately, the delay factor is a problem here. What we need is accountability.
Yes.
Good luck with that one, HPP.
Yes, make people responsible for their decisions.
But it takes too long before
I've made bad decisions, and I'm
gonna go here. Look at Murdoch. That motherfucker.
But
okay, let's be honest. He got away with so much shit for so long. He had no accountability, right?
Well,
maybe emotionally.
But you don't even have to look at it like that, Huffer Billy. I mean, you can.
He's above the law, HPP. Above the law.
You can take it down to the macro level at each decision that an individual person makes. I made fucked up decisions. I spent 2 weeks sleeping in my truck. I had to deal with it because I made some fucked up decisions.
Hell, I did 9 months, Slim.
So I mean,
I'm right there with you.
But now we've spent the better part of 60 years going, well, the government will give you this, the government will give you that. You don't. It's not your fault.
Slim, it's more than 60. It's better. It's more than 80, maybe 200. Oh, I don't know.
What? No, it ain't all
But the excuse these days is we can always blame someone else. It's not our fault that we did what we did.
Okay, you know what? I'll take it.
It was my parents' fault.
I'll take it to a hot button decision. You don't have to be responsible because you opened your legs. You can go kill your fucking kid. How about you keep your legs closed, you sorry piece of shit?
Hey,
there
Slim,
you go.
Better than that. How about you not stick it in?
There you go. That too. Yeah.
And listen, that's a mistake I've made. Luckily, I didn't end up suffering that consequence.
But you know that men are as culpable as anybody. The point being is, humans are humans, and they're going to do bullshit. And that's my only point. The only thing
humans are going to bullshit.
Yeah.
That's right.
Humans are just nasty little creatures.
There you go, nasty little creatures.
And we got to be careful not to judge them. Well, I can judge
But
certain people.
but
for sure.
HBB, it's society. Society calls me to spread my legs and get pregnant.
Yeah, bullshit. You opened your fucking legs.
Yeah, well, the guy put.
I understand that, and y'all understand that.
brother.
And guess what?
But
And if I
but
end
the
up with a
government's gonna pay you for every child that you have.
and if
It
I end up
doesn't
with a
matter.
kid
You don't have
because
to
of it,
participate.
that's my
You-
problem to deal with. That's my whole point. Is okay.
You were never married to the person that you have a child with, so you need not pay for that child.
Listen, how many times I've look, man. I have turned away that opportunity. Probably more than I can count on two hands, maybe two hands and 2 feet. Of course, I have more fingers or toes than Jay Shipes, but I've turned it away because of that one reason.
Yep.
I look at it this way, Upper Billy, Slim, and Vic don't know this, but because he don't
What?
have babies yet.
No.
I
What?
pay a lot of money out in child support through my life.
Yeah.
I made those decisions to have those children. It is my job to
But you
take care
pay
of those
it.
children.
That's the thing.
I don't have a choice. The
No,
government
you
tells
do.
me I definitely will pay it.
Rooster, you always have a choice. You can do crazy shit.
I know. I understand that. My choice would be pay my child support or go to jail.
No, you can
But
run
there
the
are a
hell
lot.
away. You can run.
No, you can't. You can't run.
You
Social
can,
security number will
dude.
always find you.
Well, you know
know
what?
two
I'm
guys.
gonna.
I can go live under a bridge,
know two
yeah,
guys
but
that
that's
got
not
hell.
that's not being a responsible
I'm gonna differ from that
parent.
just a little bit. You don't have a choice to take care of those kids because it's your fucking responsibility.
That's
There
right.
you
Right.
go.
It's
That's
not a
right.
choice. You're right. You're right, Slim.
Well, that's
You're right.
right.
It is my responsibility because I
1000%
chose
agree. I agree with you.
I chose to dip my stick. And I also choose to love my children.
Yeah,
So it is
kids
my
are
responsibility.
beautiful, man.
And I would never say none of my children was ever a mistake. I love them with all my heart and I will always love them. And my kids do great. They're not into drugs. They don't do any of that stuff. Thank God. But like you
Hey, I got
can't
a
blame it.
troll in
I
the
don't blame
chat. Yay!
I would never
man.
blame that. I would never blame anyone
Trucker
else
man.
for my responsibilities. Never have, never will. And I get hated like I don't know. Now
Hey.
I was told the other day that I run a Jerry Springer show
Listen,
on my live chats, and I'm like, what?
parents love their kids more than they love themselves. And Vic, I know it's going to be a little embarrassing, but they love you more than they love themselves.
Yeah, I know.
And I love Vic.
I know. We all do.
I would sacrifice myself for
I
Vic.
would too.
If Vic
Well,
was ever
what-
trapped in the middle of the road and about to get ran over, I'd go push his ass
I'd
out the way
kill
and take the
that
hit.
I'd say Vic, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
But I mean, I get Huffer Billy's point. I would starve to death before my kids did.
Yep.
Damn right. Vic, hey, Slim, you know one thing about truck drivers, right? We will eat a can of Vienna
Hey.
so our kid can have chicken.
Yep.
Or steak, or whatever they need.
I'll tell you, this is just where I come from because of how I was brought up. I was bound and determined my kids were not going to have the childhood that I had. That's what did it for me.
Well, and they don't have the childhood that you had. So
No.
Yep.
And you know
And
what?
they
I think it's, to me, Ray Lewis said it best. They were talking about his kids that played football. Once they got into college, and they were interviewing him about it, and he said my kids will never be as good as me because they don't have the drive that I do because they weren't in the situation I was in.
right.
And that's a fact. That's a good statement right there.
People don't know until the crucible is a serious indicator of your character. Okay.
Hey, HBP, let me ask you this. Will we ever have? Did we ever have the life that our parents or grandparents had going through the depression?
Nope.
No, we were lucky.
Exactly.
We were lucky.
And parents, but they sacrificed for us, and we sacrificed for our
Yeah,
kids.
Yes, hey,
my
but
dad.
the modern take on that is the only thing important is you. We're in such a narcissistic time; it's not even funny.
My dad.
Yeah, I agree with you, Slim.
My dad.
Everybody wants to be a celebrity tomorrow.
Yeah, my dad's dad had to endure a dad who was abusive as hell in the Great Depression. A brother who inherited that and was abusive to him, and they barely got out of there with the skin on their backs, and they had to go through all that, and they didn't have shit ever, and everything sucked,
No,
and it was horrible.
no, you're right. No TV, no video
Mm-mm.
games, no internet,
No,
none of the
they had
bullshit that we
people
have
like
these days.
that, drunk people beating the hell out of them and telling them they had to do what the hell they wanted to do. I mean, it's horrible. No, the whole thing devolved into anarchy, and they lived through it, and we're here now, and everybody's going, "Oh, what was me? I ain't got nothing." What is wrong with you? You got way more than they ever could have thought about having.
Well, that goes back to what I've said about the whole NIL thing, people being ungrateful for what they have.
Yeah, yeah, they don't know.
And also with what along with what Slim just said, that's also why these parents pimp their kids up for the quick dollar. You're pimping your child out for the
I've
quick
never.
this NIL, but this NIL deal now is making parents pimp their kids out for the quick dollar. They don't
Wait.
choose the best university for them anymore. They choose the damn school that's paying them the most.
You have me
Wait.
twitching over here because
But I'm just saying, it's like insane. This whole thing anymore is basically the parents pimp their kids out because this school can get you $13 million, knowing it's a damn lie that the school ain't getting you that kind of money. And they pimp their kids out for the quick dollar. It's the lottery that Slim talked about. It's bullcrap.
it is. It's bullcrap. But like I look, I don't think my kid's the best kid on earth. I really don't, and I never have. But I think he's not dumb. You know what I mean? And I know he's not dumb. I don't just think it. I know it. And
But HVP, what you're saying is, would you pimp your
hell
son out
fucking no.
for the highest bidder or the best place he can go?
No, you don't listen. He wanted to. He and I talked about it for a long time. And I said, look, you don't have to go to the highest place to get the best degree. Go to Kennesaw State and the Polytech Institute and get your engineering degree. He wanted to be an engineer, right?
Yeah.
So I said, just start there for a year, maybe two. And then we can transfer. We can go to Georgia Tech. We can go anywhere. They take it. But you don't look. He's a smart SOB. I mean, really. And when I say SOB, I mean it really. But he is good. And so my point is, I wouldn't want him to go and chase unattainable dreams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what they do to these kids. They make them chase unattainable dreams. And some of them get it, but it's a small fraction. And it's sad. It makes me sad. A parent shouldn't do that to their kids. Ever.
Well, that's more than just the parents doing that. That's also the school system doing that. Because that goes back to what I said a little bit ago about, the schools that tell you you can go to college and be whatever you want to be. Like I said, it doesn't mean somebody's willing to pay you for it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
people are finding out that harsh reality that, I wanted this liberal arts degree because I find, lesbian dance theory very interesting. Okay, what are you going to do with it?
I know, just become a lesbian dancer, I guess.
But it's everyday life. Slim, you have a good job, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there
Good is
may
a
be
relative
company
term.
there,
Hang on.
but what I'm
It's
saying is there may
relative.
be companies out there that are willing to pay Slim more money,
Oh, sure.
but he's at home. They treat him like family. They know him by name. That takes that to me. That's way more important than a
Yeah.
dollar amount.
Yeah.
Well, perfect example. You bring that up. The reason I could go. I had a couple buddies working for Estes. It's a big trucking company.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I could go over there tomorrow and probably make about 40 grand a year more than what I make now, starting off. But where I'm at, I dictate my schedule. I'm home as much as I want to be home. And I spent the better part of 10 years, going from plant shutdown to plant shutdown, basically living on the road. So
That's what I'm saying. You learn that with age, though.
Yep.
My parents can't come in and dictate to me, "Hey, Kevin, you're smart. You do what you do, but you could make more money going over to this place." Well, yeah, I could, but they don't know my name. They're not going to treat me by my name. They're going to treat me by a number.
Yeah, there's more to the equation than
Hey,
just money.
Slim, are you an owner operator?
Negative. I don't want them headaches.
No.
Oh yeah, I don't blame him. Not anymore.
That's exactly what Raj did.
It looks good on paper. I had a conversation. There's a truck stop in Plant City, Florida. I stopped there for the night one time, and I got in a conversation with an owner operator in there. And I mean, he gave it to me straight. He was like, "It looks really good on paper." He's like, "On paper, I made almost $300,000." He said, "By the time I got done paying everything, he asked me how much I made, and I told him." He's like, "Yeah, I made about $10,000 more than you."
Yeah.
So is that extra 10 grand worth all the headaches that come with owning my own truck?
Hell
no.
You gotta take care of the truck and all the shit that comes with it. And you're I don't know. I get so mad.
The position I'm in when this truck breaks down, if I was an owner operator, I'm not getting paid while it's broke down. I got to cover the cost of whatever the repair is.
Yeah, you got to pay for it. Yeah.
When I break down now, I'm getting paid by the hour for as long as I'm sitting there, and I'll be in another truck tomorrow, and they got to worry about getting my truck fixed.
It's a gambling. Well, not a gambling. It's a sucker's game to be an owner operator. That's all.
Now, if you got into it 30 years ago and now you own 6-7 trucks, yeah, it's absolutely worth it.
Well, that's totally different.
Right.
I try to say anything with people who buy franchises. By the way, a franchise is great when it's like a Ponzi scheme. A franchise is great when it's growing and you can get 5 or 6 stores. But once it's dead or once it's leveled out, not growing.
Well, a lot of people, to your point exactly, a lot of people just say, "Oh, well, you own a McDonald's franchise. You must be rich." No. A lot of people talk about shit that they have absolutely zero clue about because the margins on food industry, the margins on a restaurant are razor thin.
Yeah, that's right. You're not rich because you spent everything you put everything you had into it. So
the margins are a gnat's ass, okay? And you got to have 2 or 3 or 5 stores. And if it's not growing, then you're just sitting there. You can't buy one store and be there. And that's the problem. And everybody doesn't understand the scheme. But there's suckers every day. And they buy into it and they lose their ass all the time.
You know the people that make money now? Food trucks.
Well, I want a hot dog food truck. Okay, I do. just don't get me started, twisted.
But I'm just saying,
I'm a food guy.
food trucks are like, because people now are tired of chain food, and there's a food truck on every corner. So if you make a good product, you can make money with a food truck.
Get me started. I want to do.
But your overhead is not nearly expensive. You're not paying $3-4 million
No,
to have the McDonald's name.
yeah, you don't have to build a building.
It's
and
bullshit.
put the
It's
name on it.
It's a bullshit. It's a bullshit scheme. The whole franchise
Well,
thing is bullshit. Okay.
well, I had a buddy of mine that wanted to do a Hardee's. He was going to do a gas station with a Hardee's in it, and he talked to me one time about managing it for it.
No.
Well, at that time, the Hardee's franchise, and don't get me wrong, this was probably 25, 26 years ago, was $1 million. But within that, you actually had to go work in a Hardee's and learn how Hardee's works. And then they make the rules. They tell you how your store has to be designed, and they tell you how you have to operate. So you pay them, you're going to give them $1 million just for the name, and they're going to tell you how you have to do it.
There you go.
And I'm like,
man.
save your money, keep that $1 million, put it in the bank, and retire.
Hey, twisted. A Hardy's related thing, and I'll move on from that. But a Hardy's related story was I was in college, and in the business school, and they had this class, and you had to do outreach, or go out and do something with a small business. Well, they small. Let's be real, small. And so I got this Hardee's thing, and I had to go over to this place in Greenville. It was near Stone Manufacturing. You won't know that. I guarantee you. Some people in here might. And it was in a railroad car, a fabricate. They had a railroad track with a railroad car. So I go in there, and I'm going to interview with these people. And I had to do this, and they hired me. And so I go in there, and for 5 months, I go in there and I'm doing all this market research for them and doing for Hardee's. And I'm trying to put a lipstick on a pig, right? Unfortunately,
How'd that work out for you?
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't work out worth a shit. Well, I was in college.
HBP, you just messed me all up. Lipstick
So
on a pig.
I spent about 55,000 hours of my life on Hardee's. These motherfuckers. Oh my God. But I got nothing for it, by the way, because I'm in college.
HBP just took me back to the Muppet Show. Holy shit.
I mean, Jesus Christ. These motherfuckers. You have no idea. And I remember leaving there. It's like when I went to the interview at Clemson, by the way. I went to interview my senior year at Clemson. And it was Procter & Gamble. The guy says, "Hey, here's a pencil, sell me on it." I said, "Fuck you, I don't give a shit." And I walked out. I don't have no time for these people. I mean, really? But no. I get a little.
But it's all about marketing now.
Yeah.
It's
It's
about
all
marketing.
about the
You got to market.
bullshit. It's not about doing anything. Not about putting your hands to material. Not about making shit really real. That's why.
Who the hell would do anything like that?
Yeah. That's why I get some.
People that are not born in America, Slim.
I love you, man. I love you, Jesse, and anybody else that works for a living. Lawtide works for a living, by God. And
Where the hell is Lawtide at? Lawtide didn't want to come
he's
talk
up
to
in
us.
Tennessee, but he was there at Slobs.
Yeah, I know Law Tide. He could bench press me. I ain't messing with
He
that
can
dude.
beat your ass.
I saw the shoulders on that guy. I'm like, nah, I ain't fucking with Law Tide. That dude could bench press my ass.
He's something, but no. I just hate it when we get down this road because if you have common sense, common sense is no longer common.
Yeah, no, it's not. That's why they need to rename it.
Yeah, it's uncommon sense.
Well,
Uncommon sense.
and I've had to deal with this firsthand. People want to look to the academics of the world to solve all of our problems. And
It ain't gonna solve it.
I've seen academics that can't make it in this world because they don't have any common sense. So just because you have a PhD next to your name doesn't mean that person has all the answers.
Yeah.
And just because I don't have one, well, guess what? I don't need a 4-year degree from the institute of your choice to know bullshit when I hear it.
Look.
There you go.
Slim's got all his warts and issues and all that bullshit, but at least the man's got common sense. Okay, and Vic does not deserve to be lumped into the academia world.
I'm not lumping Vic in there.
Yeah, academia is smart.
I think Vic's got plenty of common sense because it just because me and him may disagree on a topic and we have in conversation before, he can still follow the logic of why I've come to the conclusion that I have, and that's basically the root of common sense is just having logic.
Hey, but
there you go.
Slim, let me ask you this: this whole there's a trillion YouTube channels out there now talking about research money and this and that and the other. How many millions upon millions of dollars have been wasted on stupid ass research?
Yeah, a lot.
That we already know the answer.
A lot, yeah.
And it's like, okay, how does this all add up to college football? And who the hell goes where?
But Twisted, you have to have research to know what you don't know. Or to know that you know what you know.
I understand that, Hover Billy Paul, but I don't need research to tell me why my feet sweat more in black socks versus white socks.
Twisted.
But they spend millions of dollars every year to tell me that.
Well, there's different reasons why
it's called dye.
Yeah, here's the problem. If you have research on bullshit, who gives a fuck about socks? That's the problem.
Yeah, there you go.
Ask the question, why are we researching socks? Why don't we research meaningful, life-changing, helpful things?
I agree. But what I'm saying is people think that research money and all this other stuff has any effect on college football. When we know, ultimately, at the end of the day, it won't. It has nothing to do with a sport.
If I hear one more Pringley or whatever the hell that other dude is coming in here and going, well, you can't have any conference realignment because he's a education research.
Oh, the guy that told me that I run the Jerry Springer show on my page? Because I had the same one I went off on Sunday about the Gump Man. The Gump Man that told me Iowa and Iowa State need to know their role, and don't ever think you're ever going to be a championship team. Just know your role. And the SEC has too many teams that don't know their role. I'm like, seriously.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with that. I wouldn't agree with that statement because Miami used to be in a very similar position, and they're not.
No, Slim, know your role. Clemson and Florida State are the better universities. Know your damn role.
Yeah, know your role, Slim.
I really got a coot talking shit to me, really?
No, I was told to know my role too. Me, Kentucky, we all should know our role.
At least South Carolina has won the ACC.
One time.
So was Miami.
One time.
Really win.
No, but what I'm saying is, I was told Other than Alabama and Georgia, everyone should know their role. In the Big Ten, other than Ohio State and Michigan and the guys that have won national championship, the teams below that, they know their role.
There you go.
Iowa State, know
Okay,
your
so
role. You
when did Miami win the ACC?
Miami won the ACC this year in basketball.
Oh, okay. I was talking about in football.
In the real sport.
Well, you didn't specify. Miami has several ACC titles.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Slim.
You're right.
Slim, at least you're a men's basketball school. South Carolina's a women's basketball school.
Hey,
No,
I'll say this.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But
I'm a big fan of the set of twins that's on our women's basketball school.
God help us all.
They give new meaning to the round mound of rebound, if you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of women's volleyball myself. Beach volleyball.
So Jay got all upset because he couldn't respond because he's on some damn highway and he couldn't respond to my toe comment. So I'm like,
you're only allowed to respond if you have the proper number of toes.
Exactly.
Otherwise, know your role.
If you don't have enough toes, then you can't respond, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
Hey, HBP, are you a fan of women's softball?
Yes, because their asses are perfect. I'm
about to say, I'm a fan of spectating it. I could care less who's winning the game. I could care less what the score is. But I'm a fan of spectating it.
Twisted, you don't have to understand. I like women better than like sports. I don't care. I don't give a shit about sports. If a woman's here, and we got a good woman, I don't care. And the rest of it don't matter.
So HBP, you're a fan of the banging bolt?
Yes.
thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That means you're running out the house naked with your shoes on. You know that, right?
I don't even have shoes. What do you mean shoes?
You talking about Huffman? Paul still leaves his socks on when he gets down to business.
Hey, you were Pigeon Forge.
I love HBP. That man is the most awesome man I've ever met.
We were in Pigeon Forge. You remember the rooms we had? We had a room with a fucking hot tub in it. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hot tub. Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah. And
well, some of the rooms did.
So anyway,
hey, Big Two.
Mine didn't.
I gotta give you props,
Mine
Big Two.
But what?
Hey, Big Two, I'm gonna give you props. This has been the most entertaining SaleenDriver stream ever.
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, I love Saleen. For real. I love Saleen.
Well, Saleen's
still
like
fucked up.
Drying, you know that. He's like paint drying.
All right. But
yeah, but look, hey, hold up. Vic is toting a trophy for damn Saleen. So
yeah. I love Saleen.
We love Saleen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
we're missing him while he's gone, but we love Saleen.
Hope he comes back soon. Yeah.
She's a sweet soul.
I agree with that statement.
Hey, look,
right.
If I had to worry about where I'm gonna go, heaven or hell, I want Saleen to determine it for me. I'll be honest, I would. He'd be a good judge. He'd be a good judge. He'd say, "Yeah. This guy goes. He'd give Lou the pass, even though he hates him sometimes."
Yes. Yes. Anyway, but it is time to go ahead and end the stream. So.
Sad.
All right, Vic. We'll find what time is your show tomorrow night, Vic? Come on, Vic. Prop up your show tomorrow night. What time do you live stream?
I don't have one tomorrow. It's on
Friday.
Twisted.
Okay.
Twisted. Call me.
What's
you got my phone number?
Yeah, I got you, HBP.
Call me.
Yeah.
All right. I'll do it
Later, guys. Bye.
later.
Okay, bye, y'all.
All right, Vic. It was fun, buddy.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
Talk at you later.
Anyway, okay. Well, so it's time to end it. So anyway, so of course I will be on the morning show tomorrow on Uncle Lou on LouTube. Yeah, for the morning show at 8 a.m. And then of course at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. On Friday is when I will do my Friday show. Anyway, although on Friday I do have to have a doctor's appointment in Atlanta, so I may be a little bit late getting back. Maybe not. We'll see. But anyway, until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.